Hello everyone. Welcome to Fat Man in a Cheap Sim. I do apologise for the delay. Unfortunately, I was trying to put it through Streamlabs, but for whatever reason, it didn't work. So I'm back racing again. I just had a race in the Group 4, and it went quite well actually. I started off 4th and ended up 3rd, and it moved up slightly. I'm not sure if there are a few messages there for me, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to do another one of those and see how it goes. Let's see. I did a lap time of a 1:38.5, which is not too bad, which is about a second off the top 10. So Group 4 is once again choosing to be, working out to be a pretty reasonable run. So what I would say, if you're looking for this, refresh your page and hopefully you'll see it coming through. We'll see how we get on. I'm just going to quickly refresh my browser so I can see what's happening. There you are. There we go. There we go. Now I'll put it on. Hello everyone, I'm just tweeting this out because unfortunately my Streamlabs didn't quite work, so I'm putting it out again, but I'll be just coming along in a wee minute there. I might try and use my other one there. Let's see, I'm just going to quickly put it out on Twitter and then we'll see how we get on. And there we are. Fine, that's it done. That's it all sorted out. So I'll be just there. Good to see you all. Hope you're all well. Now looking for my headset because I think it will probably work better if I have that in there. So let's get things started. I do apologise that I wasn't available straight away, but unfortunately I thought my Streamlabs thing was going to work, but it didn't. So we are engaged. I hope you can hear me, but we're going to get started in a wee second, and then that will be us. That will be us going there. I don't know why there's a thing on the screen that's doing that, but we'll see how that all works out. But yeah, so I just did a race, and I thought it was streaming because when I left it on, when I turned it on, oh wow, nearly took you to A+. That's pretty good. That was good. And your times were phenomenal. I did a little bit of practice for Brazil, and then I attempted to do the one at Nürburgring, but I was so slow. I'm lucky. I'm like a 150 or something. I've got to get down into the 149s, or I can't remember if I did. Maybe I did do a 149. I can't quite remember. But you've done a very good time there. I just clipped you on here. I've done a 1:38.5, so that's not too bad. If I see you've done a 1:38.583, so you're virtually nothing in it. But no, that's really good. Adama Banana, that's a very good, very, very good time indeed. But yeah, so it's I quite like this track. Group 4 is always fun. Thanks for finding me on stream, because I know that there were 2 other streams that I'd put out thinking it was going to work, and for some unknown reason none of them did. It just said it couldn't connect me up. So, but hopefully this is working, and you're getting to see all the pictures, and I hope you can hear me loud and clear. That yeah, the FIA Nations, that was quite a good one, the Red Bull one, wasn't it? I've tried to do the Red Bull round the, the time attack, which is the one with Verstappen and Albon, and on my other PSN, my Crichton Starbug, I got a 1:39.6, but on my Fat Man in a Cheap Sim I could only get a 1:39.9. I just couldn't put it together. I know there was maybe a few tenths there, but I'm struggling to get to Verstappen's time. So I'm sure you guys did a pretty good time. That I also did the time trial of the Formula Super Formula Series around the Nürburgring, the Old Nordschleife, and that was quite good actually. I quite enjoyed that. I was nowhere near competitive. I think I did a one. Actually, I think on this PSN, I'm like a 5:42, but I knew I could do about a 1:37. I was about 4 seconds up when I was halfway round, and then it all went on the final wee bit there. So we'll see. But I wonder if I'm going to just put that on 1. And then I'll turn that down. But it's good to see you all tonight. Thanks for finding me on YouTube. Do apologise that my first stream didn't quite work. But issues with Streamlabs. I'm still learning how to use it. I'd scheduled a live stream, and I thought it would just go live, but it didn't. And when I hit the live button, it wanted me to do a new stream. And I thought, no, I don't want to do that. I just want to do the one I've scheduled. So I don't know why, but it's not clear on the way my setup is as to how to actually make it work properly. But hopefully we'll learn that. I'll try and do a few more test runs and hopefully get it working so that I can use Streamlabs, because it's quite a good system. It offers an awful lot more and it looks a bit better here as well. But at least I can read your comments and things, which is great. Let me know where you are and who you are. I know we've got Adama Banana there as well, so that's fantastic. But let me know what you're doing, or have we got some lurkers there in the background just wanting to watch, which is absolutely fine. You're always welcome here with Fat Man in a Cheap Sim. So I thought I will do a few of these races, and then I might attempt a race at Nürburgring, but I have to say I'm not particularly looking forward to it. Not massive on Group 2. I need a lot of practice to get that done, and I know that first corner could be a killer. I didn't see Tidgeney's video today. I've literally been busy as soon as I got back from my first job, and then I was working away trying to get this all up and running, and then I had to go and buy a bike for my daughter, and that was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting to do that today, so I was away for about an hour and a half, and I just got back about 8:15, and then tried to get everything up and running. But we will have the stream working properly with Streamlabs very soon, and we'll get things up and running. I've got a special page for it and all that kind of stuff, so it does look quite good. It just makes it more professional looking as we strive to go forward with Fat Man in a Cheap Sim. So I hope you've had a good start to the week. Let me know how you all are. We've had Adama say that you were in the Red Bull Nations Cup, and it nearly took you to an A+, which is brilliant. Adama Banana is one of the fastest guys on my friends there, and he's done a phenomenal time. In fact, we're by less than a fraction there. He's obviously seen my time and tried to beat me again. There's definitely a bit more. I reckon if I could get a good lap, I could probably get a 1:38 dead, maybe just about 1:38.1, something like that. That would be my target time. I almost got to your time last night. I was playing at the Sardinia Reverse, and I got in the Lamborghini. I got in the end, was it a what was it? I think it was a 1:38.8, I think. Or was it 1:38.4? Can't quite. It was a reasonable time. Good to see you, Luke, from the Sim Hub. Thanks very much for finding me. I apologise, the streams weren't quite working so well earlier on, but eventually we got there. Oh, I'm back again in fourth. Look at that. There's not a huge amount in it in front. We had a great race the last time. I think that's the guy who's in fifth, actually. We had a really good race there. I'm not sure if he sent me messages, but I actually had to quickly leave to make sure I was getting this stream up and running so I could get back and just run it through the PlayStation. At least it works. I hope you can hear me. I hope everything is good. Hope the sound quality is fine. Picture quality is good. And that tell you, my office here looks like a blooming telephone exchange. The amount of wires I've got. Yeah, I had one quite good race. I've just done a race on the here before on 9 o'clock, and I went from fourth to third, which is not too bad. And it was quite. I felt like that I feel like I'm on the pace, so hopefully we can continue to improve. Everyone's streaming tonight. I know Rory's got his stream tonight. He's back from his holidays, so hopefully we'll have a good race. It's kind of manic into the first corner. We've got some guys who are both A's, and at the last count I was on roughly 27,000 points. So it'll be interesting to see what we can do. I've had one good race that was that I went up. I had a clean race and got some good points, so maybe it's gone up a bit. It's the first corner here that's kind of manic. So we'll see how we get on, but I do like it. It's one of these, it feels quite good when you get a good lap here, so hopefully we'll get some good results. I did do the video earlier on as well last night, yesterday, of the race, but I forgot to put the commentary. I didn't realise I could actually record commentary live as I was recording it. So I'll know that for the next one, and hopefully I'll be able to put it together and get it all uploaded for you all. So here we go, day of the race A, Autódromo de Interlagos. Lots of history's been made here. See what we can do. Now. Oh, he just went straight in there. Now, well, first penalty of the night. Hopefully last penalty of the night, but I just knew whenever he was going to brake. Oh, they've done it straight away. Bad timing here. Right, well, we're only a couple of people away from where we were, so that's okay. Oh, come on! For goodness sake, he braked like crazy there. Oh, for goodness sake. He brakes so early. I was even quite far away from him, but he was also stuttering a bit there, so I wonder if his stream was... Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do. First has pulled away quite well. Yeah, I think it was just slightly out of sync, wasn't it? Let's see if we can make up some time at the hairpin here, or the big chicane as we come into the Senna S. End of lap 1. And not like that. Oh, go, come on, you. It's got terrible understeer. It's not how to do it. Lap 2, second penalty. Okay, let's see. That guy's gone. Oh well, he's disappeared. So we're back into 6th place. 2 laps done, thankfully not a penalty on this lap. We're going to try and catch up. We can do it, we can claw back some time. I'll remember to brake a little bit earlier. It's better. Let's see what we can do. It's 2.8 seconds ahead. There's a lot of cars not too far away. He's pulled away just by a few tenths there, but hopefully we can get back in it. That was a tough one. I mean, the first guy just braked quite early again, and it's so close. .139.1, a wee bit away on the fastest lap. Ah well, from 4th to 6th we couldn't quite manage to claw it back. We did everything we've got, but and there's no penalties up front for anyone. That was the opposite of the first race I had. It was really not too bad, to be fair. But the second driver really put us out because we were getting back in there, and I think his connection was dodgy. Because he was jumping about a bit, and I came to the normal point and he just seemed to have stopped. And of course with the game it just gets you. But I will have gone down. That's 2 big penalties, and they were 2-second penalties, so that will not have helped, but we'll see. I think every race this week is quite a DR killer. It's going to be really touch and go as to how it works. The guys in the top 2 were doing pretty well, to be fair. They were able to pull away quite a bit. Actually, to be fair, my badge number was 6 there. I think we would have been, if we'd been up the front there and kept it, we may have had a chance. You notice there's no music going on. I'm not very happy. Not impressed with that one. And I've gone back down to a B and a B again. Andrew Marr. That one looked more like a crashes at the Nürburgring. Watching earlier. Yeah, it was a bit crazy, wasn't it? Did I do a reasonable lap? Let's see, 139.1. No, it still was quite slow. So, yeah. Well, no one's making any accusations, so we'll leave quickly and carry on. Let's get back in there and let's see what we can do. I do like this race. Haven't tried it in any of the other cars, to be fair. I know that the RCZ was was really strong, but I'm quite used to the Audi, so hopefully I can get a good run. Yeah. Here we go. We'll go back into that. Again, I'm surprised it's only doing 4 laps, because you kind of think it could probably have done 5 laps. Yeah, once I've got to clear the nutters. It's a tricky one. It's that first corner. It just was so close, really close. I'm gonna say I had it on traction control 1. I just wondered maybe if I needed a little bit more. It's just really hard to kind of get a gap that you can fit in, and then not have someone wipe you out behind, you know. So it's a. Yeah, I'll put it on that. So I'll try and do some laps and see what we can. Because of course, every time you do it, it resets your blooming brake balance, which is a pain. Was it John trying to win the first corner? Well, that is the motto of the show, isn't it? Drive fast and try not to crash. Winning the race at the first corner. All great mottos, I'm sure. We're definitely professional, that's for sure. well, Loopy Racing. Good to see you. Hope you're well. There would have been plenty of bleeps away in that last race that we did. I've noticed as well that if you do get hit or anything like that, it totally ruins your tyres. Even though the tyre wear isn't supposed to be real on this, it certainly has an effect like it is. Yeah, that's great. That would be super. Let's see if I can get that time down a bit, because there wasn't much in it between me and the cars in front in terms of the one immediately above me, so hopefully we can get a few more good results. I was at 27,000, had a really good race. Senna S is a real difficult corner, good challenge, and then coming into the next left-hander is great as well. Got a nice, good early exit there on the power, nice and early. And then this is a tricky one, coming into the right-hander, wee bit of left foot braking to try and bring the car in a wee bit. And here you've got to cut like crazy. You think, I can't surely get away with that, but you're going to try. Trying to go down into second there just to see if I could get a slightly better pickup to accelerate out of the last corner. It's a tricky one. Well, we're almost near our time. I came off the brakes too early. Still up a little bit. Not quite such a, just got too much curb there, but can I make it up in this last final bit here? Left foot brake and try and keep the car in. I'm not been a wee bit deep there. Here we go. So we're roughly we're in the kind of high 38s, and if I can do anywhere near that kind of time in the race, then I think we're doing okay. A wee bit of slipstream always helps. Yeah, corners here. That's a bit better. looked a bit better, and then it slowed us down a wee bit. It's all about getting that tight in on the left so you can accelerate nice and easy. Still taking a wee bit too much curve there, turning in a little bit too early, so I'm going to try and yeah, it'll be good to see you racing, Luke. See, that was not too bad an exit there, but we're still a wee bit slower. We just lost it coming around that midsection, so we need to try and work on that to get it through. Got roughly a minute to go. Now we have Jack Sperry coming on this Thursday night for the show, so that should be good. Yep, Jack Sperry is coming on, and he does a lot of commentating for major sim races on YouTube and all over, so yeah, that will be fun. We are working on the league. Got a few little surprises up my sleeve. Oh, there we go. Yes, got a few. I'm working with Kevin, Rascal Rabbit. I said he was going to send me an email to try and help with setting up the league. But yes, got a few ideas for guests and also for the races. I just have a little hint that there might just be not just a normal tarmac race, but we might just do a rally as well. So we'll see what we can do. But yeah, a few little surprises there and about. Lots of good tracks. Yep. So that's. I'm looking forward to. I've got a lot of stuff being planned. We're also going to try and potentially promote the show a bit as well, promote the actual channel on YouTube a bit, to see what we can do to try and get it out there a bit more. Because we do find that once people find us, they quite like us, which is good. So yeah, because we obviously do the gaming night, we do the guests, and then we do our motorsport banter as well, which is a lot of fun. I know. I think it was Rascal Rabbit thought, what on earth is all this about, when we were talking about racing and motorsport and cars in general. It's really just a bit of good fun. Make sure that my TV doesn't turn off. So it's yeah, we have a good laugh at what's been happening in motorsport, and yeah, we just see how it all goes. So it's good fun. Yeah. Only here for the cheese. Yep. Oh, that's it. But no, we have some lovely comments, so, and really nice people say really nice things about us, which is really, really good. And I'm just so happy. We know 144 subscriptions, which is fantastic. I think we lost one last week, but overall that's not too bad. I know when it starts to grow, you're going to have hear people coming and going, but hopefully we can build on it and get more people out there. So yeah, so let us know where you're watching from and who you are, or if you're lurking there in the background. But you're all welcome. It's good to see you. We're doing the Interlagos track, which is Group 4, and this time I'm actually in second place. But I'm hoping I can get a good start and see how things go. Have you found any goodies in the rain? Alright. Yeah. There's probably coins, to be fair. There's probably coins, because I felt something come out of my pocket. But thankfully, yeah, no other sweets, no other bits. If you were watching last week, or if you weren't with us last week, I found a bit of cheese that my daughter had been eating on my sim rig. Yeah. That so yeah, so that's why they're saying they're only there for the cheese. I think it was a Baby Bell. Let's see what we can do here in the Audi. That I do like this race. Oh. Oh, helps if I go in the right blimmin'. This thing started in the wrong blimmin' traction control slot. You have so little time when you actually join the race. I should have maybe joined it earlier just to have a go. How close can you go? Right, we're definitely on the pace here. Oops, come on, come on. Went a wee bit wide there. Thank you. Yeah, we can definitely do something here, I think. We're definitely not far away. Ah, these are good cars, aren't they? Trying to stay in the slipstream. I gave him a slight little push there. And it just lost me a little bit of momentum. Now let's see what we can do. We're just on the fastest lap. There's definitely a chance here.
and we pull away from the Renault. We're going to have to go ultra defensive, I think. And somehow we went from second down to fourth, or even further down the field. But we came back up from fourth to third, third to second, second to first, and we won! Hey! Woo! Not too bad, eh? Don't know if it was a cleaner. Well, there are little taps here and there, but nothing too major. There you go, eh? Thank you, Adama. That was quite a good race. We've definitely got a bit of pace there. I wonder if that was maybe a slightly lower lobby, but yeah, not too bad. Thanks very much, Luke. Now we'll get the criticism from Andrew. Okay, Andrew, what was your verdict on that one? I haven't yet managed to figure out how to get the Discord so that you can give you a live commentary. But that was quite good. We won a good race. You're very strong in the infield. Wouldn't it? That kind of worked quite well. That low victories, level 3 completed. Not too bad. I don't know why it doesn't play the music. I wonder if I've turned the music off by accident. Fastest lap, and it's saying it was a clean race. That's not too bad. That was something. It was just, they were going a little bit wide. Yeah, I've prospered. They were going, especially in that last corner. Is it Lung Cow? What's that one? The one where Lewis Hamilton went through. That's where they were just going a little bit wide there, and I just managed to get my nose in. We'll see how we go. I need to get all this sorted out. I really need someone who's technical to come up and help me to try and get it sorted, because there you go. Well, I've gone up a little bit, which is good. I'll write a message because people were. I'll say. There we go. That was good. But yeah, no, that was gonna jump on this later as have a few crashes. Yeah. Isn't it good when you get into a race that you know you're quite competitive at, and it just seems to work? Exit the last turn is crucial for that straight. Yeah, it's a difficult one to know, because if you can just somehow get the car around the left in third, you can probably carry a little bit more momentum. But I find I have to kind of sometimes go into second, especially if you're in close company, and you just get a slightly better drive out. It's just such a hard one to get the right line. I struggle with the line for that. But it's good, at least we're competitive, and it's good to be. Yeah, I mean they were trying to defend and swing. Yeah, and swinging out. Yeah, it's what's race B like? Race B. Well, it's Group 2, and yes, Group 2 is Group 2. It's the Nürburgring GP circuit. I did have a little go. I got a really slow time. I was like 150 or something. I need a lot of practice there. The group, I find they're quite a hard car to drive, but I will. I will try it, because I know that you want if you want to see some horrendous driving and cars spinning out of control, which is probably what you do want.
then that's what I'll be doing later on, trying to do the Nürburgring. I watched there was the Ferrari Hublot race last night, and Josh Martin, he was up to about 7th at one point, and then he had a problem in the last few laps, and he went down to 11th. But Thea was in it, and I think she finished about 17th, maybe 17th, or between 16th and 18th. I think she was roughly. I couldn't quite tell. There was quite a lot of people in that. But yeah, no, it was quite good. Let's see what we're doing here. Yeah, Group 2's drive well with softer tyres, but once the hards go on, they really bite back. Yeah, it didn't feel like there was a lot of grip, and then the thing is, I have it on traction control 1, and it feels like the traction control's on 5 or something. You know, it hardly accelerates out, and then when you just tap the throttle, it all of a sudden nearly spins you out. So it's definitely not a great tyre combination, I don't think, for these kind of cars. Now let me just quickly, I want to make sure that I do all that. Yep, make your own crashes at the Nürburgring video. Yeah, that could well be, actually. I mean, I did wonder about trying to do the time trial at Japan, and you could watch me do that one and give me some tips if I'm missing things, because I quite like the Formula Super. They're I have to say they're quite fun, and I was getting there, but I just couldn't get. I did a 39.6 on my other PSN, but I couldn't. I got a 39.9 on the best I could do with this, with Fat Man in the Cheap Sim. And I mean, Max Verstappen is a 139.3 and Alex Albon is a 138.8, and Super GT did a 138.1, and he was trying to get a 137. And I just see, I don't watch the replays. I kind of find the replays. I want to try and learn it myself, but obviously it's not working. I need to learn the lines, but yeah. So we'll see how we go. There's nothing like a stubbornness to learn something new, but yeah. So we'll see how we go on. But no, I'll do a race at Nürburgring. I'll maybe do that next. Hopefully we can get another good race here. Always good to get a win, I have to say. I'm quite chuffed, and we're only a second off the top 10, which is not too bad. We're getting there. Yep. So there you are, lovely sunny. Of course, this is going to be the last year or two for races at Brazil, because it's going to be a new track, isn't it? They're building a new Formula 1 track in Brazil. Yes, Andrew, I'm as stubborn as an old mule. Once I'm in the groove, I'm doing it my way. But but yep. Now, what I must remember is to make sure that the thing is on. Can I do that here? Maybe not. It won't let me do it here, maybe. Oh no, it's the tools. Traction control. Now I need to, surely I can have my where are we? I thought I could do the brake balance. Can I do brake balance? Where's brake balance here? Alright, it's not letting me do that here. So you have to do that in the race. But yeah. So I will do, the next race will be just for you, Luke. We'll do it just for you. I'll do a race at Nürburgring, and if I finish somewhere, then I'll come back. In the year we've worked together, must be anniversary soon. I kind of realised that. Yeah, it has been. It's been a year since I found Andrew on one of the Motorsport Facebook pages, and I invited him onto the show as a guest, and then I thought, why don't you just be a co-host? And so that's what you've been doing, and hopefully in the not too distant future as well, if we don't have any more lockdowns. Privileged indeed, look. That I will have Andrew Dixon as well in the studio, because he is hilarious. Andrew comes with a ream of notes about all the kind of stuff that's been on. But poor thing, he's getting over quite a very extremely hard, tragic set of circumstances. So our thoughts and prayers are with him. But hopefully, he has said he is beginning to kind of get through things. So hopefully, we can have him back on the show very soon. And he is sending his regards, and we send out our thoughts and prayers to him as well tonight. Yeah, Wales is in lockdown again for another 2 weeks. So, Mr. Marr, there's no excuse for you to get your PlayStation. You have to go into a charity shop to see if we can get you one. You see, if I got my Streamlabs thing running tonight, I can do the donations, and if people are feeling really generous, people can donate to me, and then I'll have to buy Andrew a PlayStation so he can play along as well. Yeah, I can't wait for Andrew Dixon to be back. Yeah, it'll be good. I'm going to try and speak to him this week, see how he's doing. So how many times has this circuit been used for incredible racing? Remember Senna's victory in 1991? It was the first time I think he ever won it. Was it in 91? That was his first one, and I think he won it in 92 as well, and then also in 93, or was it maybe 93 that he won it in 91 and 93, I think. And then one time he had cramp when he got out the car because he was that knackered, didn't it? He could hardly move. I'll just get cramp because I'm unfit, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, could you imagine though, driving around a track like this, and the crowds are everywhere. There's thousands of people, and there you are. You're in the McLaren Honda, and it was almost that first time he won it in 91. It was almost dark. It was quite a grey, overcast day, and then he wins the race. And he gets his Brazilian flag, and he drives down on his cooling off lap with the flag going, and it must have been sensational. I mean, I have to say, when I watched Hamilton win his first title there back in 2008, and the atmosphere was electric because people were booing him because Massa had lost, and obviously Massa being Brazilian, all of that. It was an incredible, but the lights were flashing from all the cameras. He didn't even go on the podium because he had finished about 5th or 6th, and he had to make sure he had put the steering wheel on. He was having trouble with that, but the crowds of people were all around, and just the most spectacular atmosphere. I sometimes watch that race back because it's such an incredible experience. Really, I think one of the real kind of motor racing highlights, and so much more exciting with those incredible cars as well at that time. They were proper cars. Yeah, watching David Coulthard nearly win with his McLaren gearbox that was broken. Aye. Adam Lee, okay, we are third on the grid. We're just over half a second behind the pole man, a fraction off the guy in front. And then it's a few tenths behind. In fact, there's quite a big gap between the ones behind, and a lot of D drivers. This should be fun. Andrew Marr, this is where you're going to be starting, because you start off as an EB, and then you work your way up and see how you get on. And I'll be watching out to make sure that I'm not a target when Andrew Marr starts racing. That we'll see how we get on, eh? So we've got one A and then a few Bs. This is going to be exciting, especially that first corner. Let's hope we can get through it without any problems. I might just make sure everything is working. So it's all there. Yeah. Sao Paulo. I once heard a minister who'd gone to do mission in Brazil, and he said it's absolutely crazy. He said they actually stop in Sao Paulo at the green lights in case somebody's going through the red light on the other side. Because they all run, they're all amber gamblers, as we would call them back in Britain. Are you an amber gambler? We'll see what happens. Good to see a good number tonight. We've got eight watching in the comments, which is brilliant, in the chat, and over 50 comments already. And we've been barely going 45 minutes. We're just over 50 there, man. Oh, that reminds me. Come on. Just a wee friendly tap. Didn't have such a good exit, but we're not too far away. To be fair, it was getting so close up front. A little bit of space is probably a good thing. Aye, not too many flashers tonight. Right, this is a crucial next corner. Oh, come on. Right, so we figured out they're both quite slow through there and lose a little bit of time. Now, we all went a wee bit wide at the first corner into the Senna S before, so this time we've got to manage to get out. He's in the slipstream there, the car in front, so we need to try and... Right, can we catch the guy in front? He's not too far away. Just did the fastest lap. Just maybe got it. but not by much. Oh, look at that, 138. Not too bad. I think, did we start third or fourth? I can't quite remember. Maybe third, I think. So we went up one place. We were almost there. I think we just had a slightly better exit. We would have been right up with them actually. It wasn't much there at all. But still, to be less than half a second behind, that's not too bad. Another second place and no penalties. So that's a reasonable run. Yeah, one more lap and we might just have got him. I do like this race, so it's quite intense, but you kind of feel you're just on the pace of that, not too far away. I'm really chuffed with that lap time. I wish I could do that lap time on time trial. That would be something, because then I'd only be half a second off the top 10, which is not too bad. Yeah, well, and every time I could see him go there, he would go quite wide and then he would kind of cut right back, and he did push out me a little bit as well. But I just thought, the third time it was that we had to go for it. We had to try it because he was out there, and I just got in. And I don't think it was too rough. I don't think we got any SR down for that move. It's stressful. Stressful? How can you be stressed watching? It's me that's running the racing. But what was the second place guy? Let's see. This is the quickest time. 1:38.3 by the top chap. Yeah, that was not too bad. At least. It's still going down. We've gone back down to a B again, but I suppose there was a little bit of running in there. But that's not too bad. I think it's going to be one of these nights, but we just have to try and see how it gets going, eh? And there we go. Now Group 2's it's quite far away actually, isn't it? It's half past 10, but that might give us a chance to potentially do some practice. So shall we go for Nürburgring GP? And you can see how bad I am at that. Well, I did a 49.4, which is not quite so bad. So I'll tell you what, we'll do a bit of qualifying. Yeah, okay, look. By the way, if you have the KFC app, they are giving away a free Xbox 10, I think, is it? The Xbox 10, this new one that's come out. They're giving one away every day if you order a box meal through their app, and the app's free. In fact, I should give you, if you're interested, look, if you want some really good fast food through KFC, then I'll have to email you my app, because if you do that, we all get extra bonuses. You get bonuses, you get extra vouchers, I get vouchers, and we can all eat as much KFC as we can. But with a chance as well, if you order it through the app, then you enter the competition. They'll send you the email, and then you can potentially win an Xbox 10, which is probably worth a wee bit of money. Now Rory did a 1:47.8. I'm way off the pace, 9/10 off, but let's see how we can improve. I wish they would use the second part of this chicane, because it's a much nicer, slightly easier chicane to take. They were using that for the Ferrari race last night. If anyone else would like a voucher for the KFC thing, just let me know. If you're feeling pickish. Right, there's definitely more time in that. See, that seems to take an age to accelerate out of. To get a line through there. This is going to be a record-breakingly slow lap. It's going to be a 150 or so. It's really hard getting through there. Right, that was just our first one, so let's see what we can do. I thought maybe. See, I thought the guys that are obviously doing the really quick times, I just trying to figure out what gear they're in. I thought maybe they're staying in a slightly higher gear, but obviously not. Need to slow down for the corners. Oh, and now I've got lots of dirt on my tyres. So these are kind of feeler laps to see what we can do. So I probably braked early there. Now that key thing is you don't need to brake around there. Slightly better last sector, I think. That's what I'll aim for then. Right, let's see what we can do. That's a bit better. Slightly better. You're absolutely on the money there. You were spot on, Eruditz. bit there. Too late. Ah. So what we're going to try and do is just try and do a sensible lap and get all this connected. Get all 3 sectors at a reasonable time, and we might have a chance. Because I reckon there's a lot of time in this, if I can get it right. It just doesn't want to turn in. Ah, you're back, Luke. Not sure what brake balance the guys are using. Still think we can get some time back here. If I can get a good run into here. Okay, we're still a wee bit away. I'll try and connect all this up. That is such a tricky section. I'm not sure what the brake balance. I just wonder. Now, this is going to be interesting because I'm just trying to think. Right, I better very, very quickly. Yeah, drive faster. I will try. I will try indeed. Good to see you all tonight. So I'll say we've got everybody in tonight, which is fantastic. So let's see. I need to quickly qualify and make sure that I've got that I'm actually in. Let's see how we go. 4 minutes, so he's pushing the limits for sure. Yeah, unfortunately they're not big limits. I need to get it out there. It's a hard car to drive, isn't it? And it's touch and go with braking points and entry points and trying to keep it together. But you never know. We might have a chance in the race. We'll see what we can do. We'll at least it's good fun. And depending where they put us, I have a feeling though that it could be quite a tricky lobby, really, because my time's not great. So if I'm kind of midway, it's going to be interesting because that first corner is horrendous. So yeah, it's just a bad corner. Do you remember that in the old days it was quite different? It was quite it was just a kind of chicane, wasn't it? They had a kind of right left, and there were always big accidents. I always remember Schumacher, and in fact the two Schumacher brothers, they don't have a big crash here, I think. But yeah, but it's good to get a bit of range. See how we get on. It'll be a miracle if it's a clean race. Yeah, technical track, really, isn't it? Yeah, for sure. Of course, there's the Maggiore reversing the Group 3s as well. But I have to say, I'm not very quick there. I've not done any practice, and that would be a slow man in the cheap sim, and they would not be particularly entertaining, I don't think. It's just, I love Maggiore the other way around, like the normal way around. I really like it. But in that configuration, it just throws me. That first corner, as you kind of, it's off camber, it seems, and it goes up to the right, and it's really tricky. But yeah. So we will see. Let's just make sure that we've got. I have a feeling this is probably not going to be a standing start. So that's the thing. So we can leave it on that. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. But yeah, so Maggiore is probably off the cards this week. Also, it's quite a long race too, and I quite like the ones that are fairly short. You can do it. So we'll see how we go here at the Nürburgring. See if we can make some places up. I don't think it's going to be a particularly great starting place, although we'll see how they go. Yeah, exactly. That was the funniest thing last week with Thea. And she says, what happens if you break your sim because you eat too much? Pardon the French accent. And I said, well, it's going to have to be fat man in a reinforced sim. But I'll have to get on a diet. Anyway, I think try and lose some pounds for Christmas. It's not a good sign when you can't even get into your golfing top that I've had for 10 years. But no, that's the thing. Well, I think I use up some energy when I'm doing my sim racing. Sure, I'm sure that must be the case. That some people recommend the Cambridge diet, where they give you, isn't it? They give you a kind of, it's all blended food, and then they cut you right back, and then to something like 800 calories a day, and then they start to build you up once you get used to things. But I need to do something. I was doing a bit of cycling, or I have the cycling machine, you know, the exercise bike, but I just got so bored, really bored of that. You know, I need something that's a bit more interesting. Yeah, I have to do some fitness with Mr. Perel. Now, that would make a great video. Yeah, oh yeah, Christmas has been cancelled, I need to worry, yeah. That would make a great video. Could you imagine David Perel trying to get me to do a lap of a track or something, but this time with a pair of trainers and running around it? That would be quite funny. That would probably be a blockbuster video, that one. That oh, Andrew Marr says, I can help you. Well, yep, we need to get something sorted out. Yeah, need to get some. I do have weights. There's weights somewhere in this room. Not sure where I put them. Probably somewhere high up where if they fall, they'll probably knock us out. But exercise bikes are good if you want to watch TV, though. Yeah, that's the kind of thing, because I thought, well, if I put it, it's in the bedroom, which is the worst place to have it, because it just gets used as a wardrobe. You know, you just put your clothes on it. David Brazil presents the biggest heart attack. That yeah, I mean, maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe that's what will happen. Hopefully not. But it would be quite funny to try and do a training session, because I mean, all these racing drivers, there's not a shred of weight on them, aren't they? I mean, it's like they are just so fit and that. So, but he did say to me, I remember one of my earlier interviews, he said how much. He said there are some fatter people who race in Blancpain, which is something. So we'll see how we go. I'm quite interested to see actually where I'm going to start off on this. I think it could be like last on the grid. So hopefully, 49.4 is maybe not horrendous, but it's not far off it, because there's a second off what Adama has done, and Adama is good. He's quick, but I reckon he can go quicker than that. And Iris is not too far away. Yeah, the bedroom bike. Yeah, it just gets, you just put your stuff in it. Motorbike is the only one to have. Well, I once went on the back of a scooter with my other co-host Jonathan. That was the scariest thing I've ever done. And he says, do you want to ride it yourself? And I went, no. I have two wheels, I don't know, it's kind of, I never get the kind of rhythm thing, and I could never quite figure out how that works. But I prefer four wheels. I used to love quad bikes. We used to have great fun on quad bikes. If I had a bit of land, that's what I would get. That or a kind of Honda Pilot or something, so you can go and have fun. But Yeah, I just hope there's no more. I hope that surely they'll lift lockdowns for Christmas so that we can actually get out and about and see our families and things. We've got 11 in the chat, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Bikes are scary, especially in winter. Yeah. I do have a normal bike as well. No, a scooter. A scooter, not the thing. Oh, and 6 on the grid. Kind of where I thought it would be. Lots of people in C and yeah, and then a few E's as well. I got one I thought it was called Moron, but it's Mr. Onon. But Street Fighter, Tony O, Denormal. Hopefully none of the ones that have all been in like the worst rammers in GT Sport are all in this group. Dan DeLorean, Hugo 4960, CM Dragonfire. So let's see. Well, to be fair, there's a bit of time behind me for the guys behind, and there's not much in front. In fact, it's the second to the guy in pole, 1.2 seconds. But Arc Flyer is a wee bit away, so I think if I could put a lap together, I think I could probably do a late 48. So yeah, maybe there's a possibility we can stay up with these guys and see what we can do. There we go. I have a scary vision of John on a scooter. I just heard my wife laughing in the background. I think she genuinely thinks I'm talking to myself. So it probably does look like that when you're in the house and see your husband talking away to people that are only there over the interweb. That now good, our connection is all fine. There's always one or two that have got like no connection. You think, yeah, they're going to pop off. They're going to be seeing what's all out there. I did quite a lot of practice last night on GT Sport, just on the daily races, so like I had such a headache at the end of it, mind. I was like, it took me a while to settle down before I could sleep. Yeah, everyone would be good at commentating. Yeah. All that time we were spending playing those games. I want to see the money. Where's the money? As they do in the Jerry Maguire. Show me the money. That hopefully when I get Streamlabs up, there might be 1 or 2 donations. Similarly, was it Super GT went on to Basic Holly's stream and watched him, and then gave him a big generous tip. I thought, oh, that'll be nice. I'll have to bear that in mind. That right, let's see what we can do. This is going to be fun. Plenty of entertainment as we start the Nürburgring. Now in a professional capacity. Yep, that's for sure. Okie dokie. Yes, you have to go to every length possible to get me some money. I'm only kidding. It's in case anyone was this and says, "Oh, that guy wants his money." Yes, but I'm only kidding. Yes, let's see what we can do here. Any second now. 2, 1. Slow Racer, hello! Good to see you. Well, I've actually moved up a place. I wasn't expecting that tonight.
See how it goes in here. Oh, that guy just joined right in front of everyone else. I narrowly missed him myself, but he's just taken out a whole bunch of people, I think, behind me there. Good sector. That was crazy. Good to see you. GTS Rogers. Yeah, I know, that was crazy. I'm just pleased I'm still up there. This is a fantastic race. Oh, come on, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. That was completely crazy. I gave him so much room and he spun in front of me. Always get these massive penalties for nothing then. Oh, come on now. They all seem to be at it. That's crazy. Come on. You can surely see me there. That's a bit silly. You need to be a bit more aware. Oh, there we go. Not too bad. At least we got back up. But that penalty was a bit ropey. Because we were actually... I mean, he gave me a bit of room and I just got in there. But, and they're all kind of, you know, bumping into you all over the place. It's funny when I get across. My eyes are watering, man, with the concentration. But yeah, well, at least we went up. But it probably won't count to anything because... we got that penalty. But I mean, he kind of came round into me and then he kind of spun himself and then the car didn't, well, it ghosted out, but then I still got this penalty and then someone whacked me and then I got a penalty. But at least we went up too. I mean, I have to say that was I wasn't expecting that result because we started 6th. I was hoping to try and maintain it and go forward, but at least our first corner, because I've been trying to watch the starts of races quite a lot to get an idea how they do it, and a lot of the time if you watch the big races and the real races, they seem to slow down quite early on the first big corner so that they can pick their way through and hopefully avoid the trouble, and I think it's so tempting to fly in there. Yeah, that was something, but it's like driving around Paris, eh? If they're all French, but no, I think there was a Spanish guy as well in there. But we weren't too far off the pace when you looked at that. We weren't too far away. We were actually keeping up with them, which is something. Now it's what time is it? 11:15, according to that. Yeah, it's 22:43, and the next one is 22:50. Will we go for another one of those? We could try another one of those Group 2s, considering we may as well. Probably good to do a couple of those. But yeah, it's great to have everybody with us. We've got 14 people in the chat, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And the merchandise, by the way, when I get my Streamlabs thing sorted out, I'll have the merchandise store on it. But somebody's priced me up for scooters and things like that. Oh, I've got a new follower, fantastic. Excellent, that's brilliant. Spanish are just as bad, at least in Mias, that is certainly for sure. Yeah, it was good fun, wasn't it? I mean, I have to say these races are really, really good, really, really good. So I'm hopefully bringing over that enthusiasm, even though it's kind of crazy. Is there any race in the Nordschleife? Oh, I don't know. Well, this is I suppose this isn't the 24-hour one. This is just the normal GP track. But are you meaning for the Racing League? Because we could do that for the Racing League. I did wonder about that, but it's quite hard to overtake on the Nordschleife, isn't it? That's the thing. Right? You've been giving me nightmares. You two on a scooter. I was going around Edinburgh. We actually went on a scooter inside the flat. Well, it was an old school, you see, and it had the big corridors because it had been an old school and then the flats had the doors lined up, and Jonathan had his old scooter in a wee cupboard next to his flat. And one time we thought, why should we drive it to the door? Why should we push it to the door when we could drive it to the door? So we actually, he drove it, I went on the back, and we drove past along the corridor of this big set of flats in sight. And I mean, if anyone had been coming out, they would have wondered what on earth is going on. All right, there's a 1950s cigar on the Nordschleife. But yeah, I fear the Greeks on this, and the Italians. They're here as well on this, but that's another story for another time. I know it's quite a thing. But you know what I'm going to do? When things go well, when I've got a bit of money put aside, my whole goal with this channel
is that we're going to get a sim racing centre up here in Duns, and I don't know how big it will be, but hopefully there'll be about 6 or so sim rigs with all this stuff, and it'll be properly done. It'll look like you're in a kind of go-kart place or a kind of racing place. And my whole idea is that all my followers and fans and subscribers, when they want to do a trip up to Scotland, they can come along and have a shot here, and we can race in our sim centre, and we can broadcast that as well. It'll be part of Fat Man in a Cheap Sim. And so we've got a goal to get this sim centre, so I'm going to be working towards that. I think it would be great fun. And it's something a bit different, a bit more unique for a YouTuber as well, to have a kind of sim centre where you can actually come and race in person once the COVID all goes away. That's what we'll be doing, and it'll be great laugh to actually meet you all in person. So it gives you a reason to come and visit Scotland. You can come and see the Jim Clark Motorsport Museum, and then you can come and race me in our sim centre as well. And what's Andrew saying? A new nickname for you based on cabin pressure, Capitano. Well, at least I'm glad you got back, John. I presume you've actually got back from Greece. I know you were stuck there for a few days because of the air traffic controller dispute. But yeah, you had some you spotted some great old bangers. A trip to Scotland sounds great. Beautiful country. I can visit my relatives in Crieff. Yeah, well, Crieff's lovely. Although I went to Crieff Hydro a few times, many years ago, about 30 years ago, and twice when we were at Crieff Hydro, they were pulling out dead bodies. Folk had obviously gone there on holiday, and they died. And I remember I was there with my brother, and we walked round having an explore of the whole hotel, and all we saw was the mortuary bag, and they were taking somebody down the steps. And when you're about 10 or 12, you think, oh my goodness, that's you saw the black trolley, and that was the thing. So Crieff Hydro, I don't know if I recommend it to stay there. Nice place to go and have a look at, but maybe don't stay. Avoid the chicken, but twice we saw people being taken away from there. We used to sometimes go up there for Sunday lunch. My brother used to go to school near there, you see, at Strathallan. But yeah. Alright, you're at a wedding at St Johnstone's FC last year. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Aye. No, well, the whole idea, when we get our sim centre set up, and that's what we're kind of saving up the money to do, then you'll be welcome. You'll be all welcome to come along, and we'll have a race night, or you can come individually, whatever you like. Personally, I prefer seeing salmon at Fascale. Yep. So it's all good. It's all good. Well, we'll be qualifying. We'll be over in 1 minute and 50. Make sure that they haven't changed anything here. And you made it back. The Greek air traffic control came to work for a couple of hours, and we took off pretty early. Landed at 8:30 a.m. in London. Oof. Yeah, no, that is going to be. That is early. My kids went back to school today, and they were so not motivated. It was quite funny. They only had a week off for their October break, but my goodness. And the thing is, we were hoping to go to Florida this year. We had booked away to go in later in the year, and of course it was all cancelled because of COVID. But hopefully we might get there next year. There's some amazing sim centres, I think, in Florida. Actually, that's going to be something to try and visit. The big hydro lock at Pitlochry. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a good one. Now, I know we've got people watching from all over the world, quite a few in Britain, but all over the world as well. If you want to go to an amazing hotel, you need to check out the Aman Group. Now, I'm not sponsored by them, but I once went there, have family connections who enabled me to get there. The Aman Hotel Group, honestly, look for the one in Indonesia, in a place called Yogyakarta. It is incredible. I've been there a long time ago, but it's like being in a Bond film. That's a hotel you definitely want to stay in. It's like a big dome of kind of gold and marble, and they treat you like you're royalty. It's incredible. Well, yeah, take them to Brands Hatch. To get back to a motor racing idea, yes, that should be the thing, isn't it? I tell you what, why don't you put in the comments the tracks that you would like to race at, or you can. I'm just trying to think. Or email me them. And if you're on Facebook, look me up on Facebook. You'll find me under Hugh Hattrick. I'd love to add you there as a friend. You'll be always welcome. And we've got the Car Sim and Race Driver Show page as well on Facebook. And Yeah, better than a Travelodge at Millbrook. Well, actually, we were at a Travelodge last week in Ayr, and that was pretty frightening. It always happens when you're in a Travelodge. You're sitting there, you know, trying to get to sleep, and then about 11 o'clock, two folk will come into the room next door, start banging about, shouting. I think one got locked out of his room, and then eventually they leave after about, you know, they come back, they go away, they come back about 2 in the morning, do the same thing again, almost wake up your kids, and then they leave again, and then you never hear what happened. That yeah, it's great. Travelodge. Next time we're going for a Premier Inn. That I thought they were going to try and break down the door at one point. Yeah, makes you feel nice and safe. Although I have to say, when you walk near the bus station in Ayr, that's like the most dangerous place in Scotland. It's only felt like that. But, right, here we go. We're getting ready for another race at the Nürburgring GP Centre. GP. So, this time we're 4th on the grid. It's very, very close. I've got to work on my first corner because I know I was a wee bit slow in there, but hopefully we can get things sorted. Yeah, live run. Yeah, well, that'll be happening when, of course, with the Halloween, isn't it? All the trick-or-treaters come along. We tend to turn the lights off and close the curtains. And that's what you call a Scottish welcome. So, 4th on the grid. Bilsterberg is meant to be awesome, a private racing resort for Baron von Industrialists. Where is Bilsterberg about then? You're the one that knows geography, John. You're a star at geography. Now, I'll have to start concentrating. Too much hilarity. That's them. Here we go. Thank you very much. Look, let's see what we can do. I thought it was in Germany. That, but the name certainly gave that one away. But I'm not quite as thick as I look. But we're up to 143 comments. That is something. And we've had up to 15 in the chat, which is brilliant. Exactly, Sir Artie, that's for sure. Bargy everywhere. Annoying. I could have been up there. I think I could have gotten a place or two because they both went really wide and I wasn't looking at my turning points. Not much in it.
turn in. He was quite slow into that chicane. Well, it's pretty close. Oh, come on. That was bad driving by the guy in front. Right into him. Yeah, they might take each other out. It was almost that before. We're back to where we were. Oh, is it censoring your messages? Whoosh! Goodness me, that was. We could have maybe had second, because when he came out of that hairpin and he just got it sideways, but he gave me nowhere to go. I was completely stuck, and I was trying to avoid him, and then he deliberately kind of came right out and pushed me out, gave me no room at all. And that really, with that kind of touch, he should have got a penalty for that one. And then of course, because he totally put me off, and then he touched me off, and it was all happening. But because that kind of gave me a big slide coming through the Schumacher S's, I think it is. But we got there, and without a penalty, so that is something. But you know, it's quite a good race. That is quite a good race. Yeah, I think he did deliberately push me off. So we did at least go up one place. He should be at the stewards. There'll be a long walk of shame on that one, but that was a good race though. I enjoyed that.
We're still going up. Wee bit of experience. I don't know what my points are going to be like, to be fair. It's put me down again. That's annoying. It's really annoying when it does that, when it's somebody else who actually causes that problem, and you get the lower, you get the put down for that. You know, but... Alright, Meziel, who's that? Alright, oh, that was kind. Maynard, that was kind of him. Let's see. I'll put that with some clean driving. But, there we go. Yeah, there's been something. Good fun though, good fun. Well, let's have another race. What is it going to be? Is it back to Group 4? We've got about 10, 15 minutes for that. Or do we do another Group 2? I mean, that race is actually quite... It's intense, man. It's really intense, but it's quite fun. I'm kind of... What time is it now? 10. We've got 5 minutes. I think I'm going to have another go at that. I'm keen to improve at Nürburgring, and I have to say it's a heck of a lot better than I thought it would be. I didn't think I would do particularly well, but we've actually, we've been up there with potential for thirds and fourths, and that's not too bad. It's better than nothing. It shows that we're not too far away on the pace, or certainly for that group. I don't think my lobbies will be brilliant, but we will see. Yep. Oh, thanks very much, Luke. I reckon I could do 48s if I could get into the high 48s, and I wouldn't be too far away. I mean, the best times are like 146s, and you just think, oh goodness. But it's putting it all together. But probably just having the race practice tonight gives you a better idea of how to drive the car, which is good, So no, that's the thing. Well, mine, little did they know. Oh, I forgot about that, didn't they? Our teacher said we could make a living sitting on our backsides watching TV. Well, we're probably about as close as that as it can get. And it would be an incredible thing if you can say, when you go to the 30-year reunion, and they say, what do you do? Well, I drive sim rigs for a living. Or at least I have fun with it anyway. And we race online, we talk about motorsport, and that's pretty much what we did from the day I met Jonathan actually at school. We talked about cars and racing and all sorts. It was a... Aye. So of course we've got Imola. No, it's Portugal. The Portuguese Grand Prix, or whatever they call it. The funny name for it, haven't they? In Portugal in a week's time. That'll be good. Looking forward to that. And then of course Imola. I think that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm hoping that by Christmas time I will be just about there with my new PC, my gaming PC, and that will mean we'll be able to properly stream not just GT Sport, Portimao, that's what it is. I knew you would know your stuff, Andrew. But so I'm hoping to be I'll be able to run things like ACC and hopefully race in some of Thea's lobbies and things like that, because she always invites me to do that on a Wednesday, so that's going to be fun. Yep. So we'll get ready to... Yeah, so I'll have to have a look at that. See, that's the advantage. When I've got the PC working properly, I can get the mods on Assetto Corsa, and that means you can do all these other tracks and all sorts of stuff. So we'll be able to do an awful lot more and have some really good fun with it, and have some good lobbies as well for all you guys that have that are professionals and have your games running on a PC rather than a PS4. Aye, remember Hugh, win it at the first corner. That's the Well, that's going to be, but I think you've maybe seen the Fat Man in the Cheap Sim logo now. You know, I got it drawn for me a few weeks ago. That's going to go on a cup, and it's also going to go on a T-shirt. And the thing at the top is going to be winning the race at the first corner. And it'll be like Fat Man in the Cheap Sim, and maybe either on the front or on the back, it'll say winning the race at the first corner. And they're going to be quite well priced, I think, because normally if you want a mug on most channels, I think they're about £9 or £10 plus delivery, and we should be able to be maybe a little bit under that. Obviously, just plus delivery, I have to figure out what that's going to cost me. But they'll be good. They'll be good fun, and it's a way of remembering you've been watching the Car Sim and Race Driver Show. Look for the joint test of LaFerrari McLaren P1 Porsche. Yeah, oh, at Portimao. I have to say, the race that Thea had a few nights ago, as part of the Ferrari Challenge, they were driving in the LaFerraris on Assetto Corsa, and it was good fun. It was hard. That was also at the Nürburgring, at the Nürburgring GP, like what we were doing, just with a slightly different chicane on it. But they looked really hard to handle. So that's one of the things. I think we might have a race, by the way, in our league in the Ferrari LaFerrari. I'm quite keen on that car. The noise is amazing. So I'm thinking what tracks that would be quite good for that. We'll have to see. We'll be middle-sized man in heavy sims. Yeah. Hopefully. Can I do it by Christmas? Eh? Can I get to a middle-sized man? And that's the one. Aye. Oh yeah. It's the noise coming from these supercars or something else. Did you see the thing? Ted from Sky F1 was saying if they can't get the engine sorted out now that Honda's pulling out and Renault are going to be well, we don't know if I think they're going to stay, but can they actually, you know, supply all the engines to everybody else? Why don't they just go back to the cheaper engines, go back to the V8s, and you can still have all sorts of stuff added like ours and everything else? And I have to say I agree to him, because we just need something a lot noisier, and those V8s were just amazing. One of my best memories is in Jerez, watching the testing, as they were doing practice starts and then practice to the grid formations, and that when you hear that, it's just spectacular. I know. I watched. There's a good video on YouTube of, I think it's Abu Dhabi 2013, the last race of the V8s. And someone's taken a picture of them going on the formation lap and then getting going, and then there's another great one on the grid. It literally lasts about a minute long because the cars are on the grid ready to go, and it's you want to put that on, put the volume right up, and it's music to your ears. It's just amazing. Oh yeah, that's the thing. See, that's the other thing we need to do as we've got our group and of loyal followers. We all need to meet at things like the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Imagine if we could all meet there and have a day at the Festival of Speed together. That would be fun. We'll get a stand, eh? I'll get my sim centre to have a stand at Goodwood. Goodness knows how many thousands that would cost. But you could all come and race alongside, eh? Electric cars with speakers with V8 output. Yeah, that seems what it's going to, isn't it? But we'll see. So I'll do one more race here, and then I'm fifth on the grid. There's a bit more space between the two. Lots of Spanish guys again on there, and we'll see what we can do. I'll do one more race here, and then I think I'll do another couple of races or so. Maybe it's in where are we? In Brazil. Go back to Interlagos and finish the night on that one. But I know it's been a crazy day. Been up since 7 this morning. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I'm just not that excited about electric cars. They just don't. I don't mind the new Volkswagen one. Looks slightly better, and the Honda, the little Honda e-car looks like the old Golf. I thought the old Mark I Golf, but they just don't do it for me. I can't get excited about them. You know, and I know people say, oh, you're going to drive a Tesla or something, you know, it's so fast, it's so amazing, but I don't know, for me a big part of the car is its sound and its feel, and also electric cars, they look a bit weird. They still look quite weird. Certainly the Teslas, I'm not massive fans of them, but yeah. Aye, so let's see what we can do, eh? Let's see if we can if we can get a good race and go up a few places. We're not far away from the guys in front, so there's always a good chance. Here in Ireland, new restrictions come in today. Can't go outside the county for the next 6 weeks. Oh, goodness gracious, man. That's awful. I just don't know if it's the right way to deal with all of that. Yep. Tesla is about the only one I like the look of. Aye. Can't beat a Mark 1 Ford Escort RS2000. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? We need to do some barn finding as well. Go to some old scrap yards and see what we can find and get a rescue truck. Take it away, and my good friend James Rupert, he can fix them. He can fix them for us. We've got some ideas about how we could do that. Lots of ideas for content, that's for sure. We just need to build the channel and we'll see it happen. Aye. Obviously the graphics are incredibly clear on this tonight, aren't they? Looks amazing. Yeah, or Vauxhall, yeah, Opel Manta. Oh, that was naughty. That was naughty. Should have been given a major penalty for that, because he just rammed me completely there. I don't know if that was the guy in second place who just got one, but that was a massive ram for absolutely no reason. Oh, come on! I mean, they're just ramming like crazy. I'm trying to remember where I started. Was a fifth? Right, I'm down to ninth. But that, the driving has been horrendous, man. Save the replay on this one. Actually, that's what I've been forgetting to do. Come on now, that's not how you do it. So here we go, we're still in 9th. We're going to get up there a bit. Chaos ahead. At least we got past one. Oh, come on. I can't believe I got the blooming ace on. Come on, what's going on? It's just uncontrollable now. Oh, for goodness sake. Now I've got no grip. Nothing. I don't know what went wrong there, but just the whole thing just... As soon as they kick you, as soon as they kind of push you out wide, then your tyres just go, man. Even when you've not actually been off the track, but your tyres just completely go. But the driving there is absolutely appalling. Because we were doing quite well, and it just... Fortunately, I don't know who it was that... Even he's trying it. They're all just trying to take you out. That's bad. That was shocking though. Yeah. That was something. I mean, we were not up to about 7th innings, 7th or 8th, and then that's so annoying. They really, I mean, I'm amazed. I'd touch somebody and I get a penalty, and these guys just ram their way through, and they get absolutely nothing. I mean, everybody's just using me as a barge pullman, and it's like a target. That's poor, because I actually, yeah, I'm in 8th in there, and I was ahead of it, despite all the ramming. Unfortunately, I just don't know who it was that did that one. I'm going to save that replay though. That one will definitely go on a video, because... Yeah. Look, they've all left the room so quickly, haven't they? See, and they've put us down again, which I think is completely unfair, because we didn't do anything. They just rammed us to Kingdom Come, man.
Yeah, it was. And it was, yeah, I mean, there were a whole bunch of them, and then they just kind of push you, they don't even push you aside, they just aim for you. But none of these, I mean, there's been a lot of folk who have gone down, but we shouldn't have been getting that. It's a strange. I try and kept out of trouble as well, but you just can't when they're spinning off and everything around you. You're just like, well, how do you avoid that? Okay, well, we'll give that one a miss. We'll go back to Group 4 how long have we gone actually? Actually, I'll just I'll wait a minute and I'll go into the race. But I don't know what my points will be because it was started off at 27,000, but I have a feeling it's maybe gone down a bit after some of the races tonight. Even though we've had some quite good results, remind me I need to make sure that I save some replays. If we get some more good results in Interlagos, because I forgot to do the ones earlier actually. And we had some pretty good races to be fair at Interlagos earlier. So that yep. That's a pity because that track was quite good and we were having some reasonable runs. But it was just that we got the first corner where the guy gave us space, to be fair. So I took it, went through, and I think he must have gone wide and spun a bit because he was behind me. And then I came round that second left corner, the kind of long left, and then I came in and I was a good bit in front, and he just came straight in and rammed me right out, and that was. Now, Surreality. That's not for the chat. I'm only kidding. That. Just as well, I don't have it set up for kids watching. That right, here we are. Let's get race entry into the Audi. Let's get back to crazy understeer. Yep. I'm late for Smoko, almost missed it. Yeah, that's the. No, we're going to do at least another couple of races. At least a couple of races. I know one time you were literally just joining us and we were just about to finish the last time, but I'm really hoping that I can get my Streamlabs stuff working, because then it'll just be a bit more. There'll be more stuff to do on the screen and everything else, and it'll look a bit better. It tells me as well who's all just subscribed and all that kind of thing, which is great. But, so there we are. See, this is the one I beat Adama Banana by a fraction, and he is very, very fast indeed. So I reckon if I could get some good practice, I could get maybe a 1:38. Group 4 is definitely my favourite. No, that's that one. Good job you weren't able to commentate on that one. Yeah, it's just, it did. In the old days, they would have got a penalty for that. They would have, and I say the old days with a pinch of salt, but you know, it's kind of crazy at the moment. I made the mistake there. I came off the brake too early and then had to reapply. A beginner's mistake there. I remember being taught at the Mercedes World brake at the start. It's a clean lap. And what was it, John? You were saying you're going to do really well in this race, and then it was like the timing couldn't have been any better. A wee bit of traction out with that onto the problem is
you've got to get onto that, run out onto those, onto the curbs there to get a good. Yeah, it is, isn't it? And these cars are quite nicely, you know, quite easy to control. It was a bit Murray Walker. Yeah, I mean, I thought I said a 4C. Get these apexes right. Aye, the 4C would be probably pretty good actually around here, wouldn't it? Yeah, I noticed the picture roboting just before you had control issues. Maybe Countryside Internet let me down, although I've got fibre optic to be fair. That's a very good racing driver excuse, mind you. The internet broke it. Right, let's try and get a proper lap done. Now, to show you what kind of crazy car buff I had, you know, you do these race nights. And it's funny, I never really dream about racing. That's one of the funny things. But I don't know if you guys end up having crazy dreams about racing in your sim rig. But I had a dream I was barn finding, and I found in this old scrapyard a Jaguar E-Type. A Jaguar E-Type V12 Coupe. And I got to keep this thing, got it running, and I had this kind of green so I had a green, a kind of, it wasn't, I wouldn't say a light green, but it was quite a machine. I wouldn't mind the V12. You have a green V12 E-Type, and it was the coupe, so even rarer, and that was the first barn find that I got, so I made sure I kept it. Yeah, that's right, that's it. Right, this is a wee bit of a better lap. And gradually getting a bit quicker. Gotta get that right, it's not too much curb. That's the car you'd have to take to Goodwood, isn't it? That's the one you'd want to take to Goodwood. wee bit up. I want an alpha. Right, I need to go for a quick break. Give me two wee minutes. Put the kettle on. Get yourself a drink, so you've got something to recover with. And give me a wee minute. I must go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. You're watching Fat Man in a Cheap Sim, with a small commercial break without any commercials. Give me 2 wee seconds, and I'll be right back. Oh, I don't know if it's got a handbrake or not. Okie dokie. So, hope you're all refilled and ready. And we'll see what we can do. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's true. It's Cobra, the beer with a V8. Aye. Yeah, 159 Alfetta was something. Okay, I don't want to exit that. I want to make sure I'm in the race. I've done that before when I first started out. How annoying is it when you can't hear? You accidentally come out the race thinking you just wanted to exit the main play area, but there we go. Right. So we've got a couple of 3 or 4 minutes left, just under 4 minutes, and oh, you can replay your session results. I didn't realise you could do that. So hopefully we'll get a good race. Key thing is here, must realise is that it's got a lot more understeer, and unlike the cars we were driving before, which were quite oversteery, so got to get the braking right. But that might help you sleep, Sir I'll say that. Hello, Espen. Good to see you. This has been a great night, actually. Really, the races have been very varied in terms of success. We've had quite a few at the top of the board. Not quite. I think we got one win. Did we get one win? Did I get? Oh, no, I got a win earlier on. But we've had a few thirds, and I think we've got a second as well. But so I hope you're all well. It's fantastic that you're watching tonight. I hope we've all had a good start to the week. So we're going to have a couple of races here, and that should take us to just after midnight, and then we'll finish up on that. I'm thinking next week about maybe doing some Assetto Corsa, maybe Assetto Corsa Competizione, because I've got the GT4 cars as well, and I'd quite like to do a bit of practice in there. And I could try and figure out, with I'm sure with your guys' help, as to how to get into the races without always starting from the pit lane. I seem to miss something, and they end up starting from the pit lane. But that would be great. That would be, I thought, maybe just something a little bit different. I'm also thinking about maybe doing a stream, perhaps on another day, just to kind of fill in a wee bit. That car's driving itself. Well, we'll have to see about that. But I could do some Assetto Corsa Competizione next week, maybe. The Group 4. I was thinking about maybe doing a stream perhaps on a Sunday afternoon, because sometimes I have a little bit of time then. Or a Sunday night. That's sometimes quite a good time as well. But I'm just trying to find a position out there in the market that's not too overcrowded. That so we'll see what we can do. So hopefully get some good races here. We had some good races at Nürburgring. That last one was pretty bad. But other than that... Yeah, no, well, I'll do that next week then. I'll go on to Assetto Corsa Competizione and do some practice, because it's a proper race of that one in terms of what you learn with that. So we can maybe might do some lobby racing on that. I could do some career mode stuff, but I don't think I've got the best settings on it, so I need to figure out how to make it, because at one point it was far too easy and I was just driving away from the car, so I need to make sure that your rating goes up the harder it gets. So I want to get some good hard races so I can get used to it, and also figure out how you do the races properly. But you know, people like Chris Hay, who's got a very good channel. Chris Hay's channel is excellent. And there were so many drivers last night in the Ferrari Hublot series, and many of them are just invited along. So, you know, you kind of think if we can work on our skills here. All right, yes, I think have I possibly said yes to it? I hope I have. I think I saw it the other day. But yeah, or if that's something you've just done just now, I'll look at that after the stream, and we'll get that sorted out. Yeah, it's quite good because you know, when you've been racing against different people, it starts to come up now as to what your lap times are and what you're doing, so it was good. You're very, very drunk. I'm trying to say who sent you that one and got any whiskey. I'll be round in 10. But, yep, I can see now I'm going to get the reputation for a channel that encourages drinking. That my grandpa. Oh, we're on third. That's not too bad. That's quite reasonable. My grandpa was a member of, now what was it was called? It was the Temperance Society. The Temperance Society. And they were the ones who were very much anti-drink way back in the early 30s. And they used to march across Glasgow warning of the dangers of drink, because in those days when people got their paychecks, you know, they went straight to the pub and drank it all, and their wives would come to the pub to pick them up and say, out of here, you've spent all our money on drink. So my grandpa was a member of the Temperance Society. That yeah, it was certainly an interesting history. The fast show was awesome. I just started using a wheel, so I only practice at the moment too. Soon I will qualify for the daily races. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing, get as much practice as you can, and then it's amazing how it'll come though. It'll come. I take it, have you got a chair as well? Have you got like a play seat or something? Because that makes a huge difference. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Grandpa, he survived 2 world wars. That he was an engineer, built the ships in the shipyards in Glasgow. That's right, here we go. Back to Interlagos. What can we do here? Winning the race at the first corner. It's been great fun, and I'm so pleased you're all watching tonight. It's great to have company. Next time. It certainly is go, go, go. Come on. Sorry about that, but I mean, well, we've got a 1 second penalty here. Oh, come on. They just don't even look. It is complete carnage. Philip, good to see you tonight. Right, this guy's got a penalty, so come on, we can get him. The other guys are not too far away. Cleaner than the last one, that's for sure. It was crazy at the Nürburgring. Right, half the race gone. Let's get... Oh, second place has also got a penalty. Does the radar help? It's not so much me, it's the other people. We have Philip. Race C is good. Only if you can do that track. Yeah. I'm afraid your grandson is doing an awful lot better than me in all these races. Well, we started third. We went down a bit because we didn't have the traction control on. But we finished third again. So hopefully... And that was also with a penalty too. We don't get a penalty at the very start, so that was something. I found Death Race on Amazon, but now I don't need to watch it. Yep, that is for sure. Oh yeah, actually that's true. My brake bias, because I didn't do the thing, so I'll need to make sure I sort that. That could have been actually a reason why it wasn't maybe turning in quite as well. There's some crazy driving though, but at least we got a third. That one's going to get saved as well. You notice no clean race, no well done, just. Now, what was my? I forgot to look at my number on that. If I should have, yes, it's put me down again to a C. At one point we were up to an A, so I've gone right down in driver rating, which is not so good. But I hope it doesn't affect my. I hope I don't get a reset. All right. Oh, that's not too bad. Well, thank you, Espen. 28,279. That's actually a lot better than I was expecting. So we're still going up. I thought maybe the poke. That was the guy who raced in there. He's gone now. But right, I'm off to bed. And that's only maybe it's in the lobby's way sometime. Yes, I look forward to that, Philip. I'm sure we'll get that sorted. But I really appreciate you watching tonight. Yeah, I know that's the thing, isn't it? I've not yet had one. I try and stay out of trouble as much as I can, but sometimes it just happens, isn't it? There we go. Right, so I'll make sure that when I do it, that I'll do a quick lap just to make sure that my setup is correct. I realised that my traction was on at the start, and once it's like that, you've got no chance, isn't it? Yeah, better race clean a few races so you don't get reset. Yeah, it's really hard because that first corner is always tough, and if people just brake slightly, or they always, especially in the lower lobbies, they do these crazy moves in there. But there's some really super aggressive driving. I'm amazed it's not, they just ram you off and you get a penalty for it. But I'm just going to do it on there so I don't forget. Yeah, it's midnight in Western Europe. All right, yeah, that'll be good then for a. pick a DB5 with extra equipment or do Mario Karts. Let's see what we can do. Ah, 5-1. Oh my goodness, that's a late night in Norway. Eh? Oh dear, go on you. That's what happens if you run wide there. Yeah, it'll be quite soon about this. Quite soon when it all goes back, isn't it? When the clocks go back. Leaving to work at 6:20, my goodness. Oh, you'll be feeling it tomorrow morning. Look, but thanks for watching though, Espen. It's very kind of you to tune in. And we appreciate everyone who watches the show. Wide, the tyres are screaming. Just missed the apex here. Right, made up just short of half a second. There's a lot more in there. That was not the way to do it. That was touch and go. If I could just keep out there a little bit faster, Exit wasn't quite as good as it needed to be. It's a wee bit better. Ah, you said your hotel cost a fortune, John, eh? Almost getting there, just a wee bit. Suppose you're taking it at medium pace and you're already not that far off. Well, let's make sure that we have got traction on 1. So that we are ready to get into the final race of the night here at Interlagos. We started here earlier on. We've been going for nearly 3 hours and we'll finish here as well. Good fun though, some good challenges. I think I did actually feel that I went a wee bit better. Oh, I got pole position. That's not too bad. I did feel that I actually did a little bit better at the Nürburgring than I was expecting. I was pleased that I was at least up at the top end, apart from in the end of that last race when I ended up 12th. But I think I would have been about midfield normally. But lots of practice. Hopefully get a bit better. Now we're a B and C. So we really need to try... Yeah, we got pole. We really need to try and get that back up to at least B, because I think that's what we started off with today. So that would be good to get back up to that. They're tough races, but we'll see what we can do. It's not a massive field. We've got 12 in it. There we are. It is quite a thing. So we've got a big distance here. We've got 138.5 and then right down to 146.4. So I can see what's coming next in those comments. That's the... So we're getting ready. Can I... At least I've added to a pole position, which is quite good. Can we make something of this race? And then we can... Let's see. Oh, I could do with a foot massage, to be fair. Thank you, Jonathan. That's my feet are beginning to feel it. Here we go. Interlagos it is. We're on pole. Let's see what we can do. certainly. Nitro baby is off. That was quite a start. Absolutely crazy. Although I don't think anyone's coming near me for the fear of getting bashed out the way. You the destroyer. Good fun. It definitely is. Yep, there's not much in it. think we might just have it. Well, it was a crazy start. Ooh! Goodness me, that was crazy. I'm definitely doing that one. The first thing I'm going to do is replay it. Got the win! Oh my goodness me. Thank you very much. Whew. That was a good race. When somebody got lapped. Yeah, I know, finally. Although it wasn't exactly clean, but I might have to watch that start. Do you want to watch that start before we go? Do you want to see exactly what happened? I think that would be quite... Log off immediately. Oh yeah, yeah. I know. Scandal plans, just like Red Dwarf, eh? It'll be the time to say, let's leg it. Well, we got a win. Pole position there. Not too bad. Now we've got 21 wins on that now, which is quite good. The only victory that you go down in points probably. But, oh yeah, I'm looking at a B and a D for driver rating. Goodness me. Yeah, that's true. The only one, and I went down to a D. My goodness me, that's bad. Oh, that was good. Thingy was saying, still is on fire. Better do that. Was kind. There we go. Well, I almost did it there. Almost did it. There we are. That'll be a good one. Good one for a video. Stories on Fire got a 138.7. What did I get? A 139.1. Yeah, I know, that's the thing. Oh, DR 28.687. That's still higher than it was. SR 17 though. Oh, that must be when it gets to a point. Right, I've got to try and do some clean races. Yep. That was a tricky one. It's everyone goes piling into that first corner, and I didn't make a very good start, to be fair, but we did allow room, and it just seemed to go like crazy in that. But yeah, let's have a look at that replay. That could be quite an interesting one as to what happens. But oh, I've won a Peugeot RCZ Group 3 car. No. No. Oh, that was a bit mad. My goodness, we had 358 comments. That's amazing. Oh, there's a bonus here. I better just very quickly, I'll get that. See where that puts us. On to level 30, which is not too bad. Well, actually, what would be hilarious that we'll go up and we'll look at my menu. Driver rating B. So actually, we're close to getting A, but oh dear. But look at that. But that was kind of crazy. But never mind. Okay. Right. Let's have a look at the library. Replays. I think that's the one there. The Ring Crash Fest needs putting on YouTube. Yeah, that will go on a video a bit later on this week for sure. It's like the Matterhorn. Yeah, it's quite a Matterhorn, is it? Let's see what that one looked like. It was a strange one because we gave each other a bit of room. There was obviously all the argy-bargy, everyone charging in. There we go. Right, let's enjoy this one. So I don't know who ended up... because Stones on Fire ended up leading the race for a while, I think. That... yeah, the car didn't make a great getaway there. And already Esther Deal was kind of in front of me, but I braked quite late, but I just managed, and I went to second gear, but then you see he just cut right across, so he went wide, and then he went right in front of me again, and there was really nothing I could do about that. And then somebody from further back, and then I ended up going back into the lead. So I knew here I had to kind of brake quite early and really slow them down a bit, and then try and get there. And then Stowe is on fire, he got ahead of me into first place there. It's kind of mad. Look at all the penalties, look at the penalties, man. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a race like that. That's true, I was the only one not to get one. And then I just got in there. Just enough. It was clean but fair. And then there we started to go off from there. Here's an idea. Yeah, tank racing, isn't it? Yeah, it's that is, I've never seen a picture like that before. I might have to see if I can try and put that as the cover page, just constant penalties. I think that would be quite funny. And then from there on, it was although it was close, we managed just to keep it going. So I'll have to try and do some races later on in the week without crashing, and to try and move my DR up a bit, because the last thing I want is a reset and have to start all over again. Because I think, as you see, we are absolutely near the limit. But I'm not sure if this week's races are going to allow that to happen somehow. But we'll see. Well, there we are. I think obviously we've seen the rest of it. There's not anything. Perfect thumbnail of 12 cars with the penalties, isn't it? Yeah, just about. Yeah, I could put that as maybe as a headline. Only one not to get a penalty. And yet it was quite a run. Must be getting into some interesting lobbies now, mate. With that kind of DR rating, it's going to be fun. So we'll see how we go on. Need to fall back. Yeah, fall back a second. Sacrifice DR to. Yeah, that's true, to get ISR up. That's true, actually. Yeah, that might actually work. So that, I mean, it's basically, it's on these first few corners, because if you can get through there cleanly, then you'll do quite well. And if you know, it's just that first, the Senna S, it's always horrendous. This was where the second place guy, Stowe is on fire, was right in my slipstream. Yeah, that's the thing. Off to Bedfordshire. Fun stream. Have a nice time in Bedfordshire. Hopefully we'll catch up. We'll see you very soon, Jonathan, and all the others. You have set a time on daily A, B and C. I've only set a time on daily race A and B. I haven't done race C. I just don't fancy it, to be fair. I like Maggiore the normal way, but when it's the other way, I'm just hopeless. I'm nowhere near where I need to be. It's been a long time since I've done that track, to be fair. It's pretty close, man, and this will make a good one for the video. So you've been very loyal, all of you guys, tonight. Thank you very, very much for sticking with me the whole evening. If you do see, you get the most SR. Alright, good to start in the back then. I'll need to do some practice laps, just so I've got a reasonably competitive time. But or just get a bit of practice in. I might do it on my other. Nothing for the stream. I'll see how I get on with that one. That might, yeah, I might just do that, just to try and see how we go. Oh, Bedfordshire equals bed. All right. Oh well. Are you flying again tomorrow? No doubt you will be, or later on in the week. Slow and steady wins the SR. Yeah, that is true. I need to try and get it back up, because our points are doing quite well. So we're almost on 8. So it would be really good to try and get that win. And there you go. I've got one more race. Pixels has been on pause for hours. Yeah, yep. Thanks very much, Espen. I think we've got one lap here ready to go, but I'll probably... you'll spoil the video if I let you see the whole thing, but it got quite close here. I just stayed on the left and I just braked quite hard. And then he couldn't really go through on that side. He tried a wee bit on the left, then on the right. And we go through. And then we're coming back up the hill. And he's almost there. But he gives me room, he gives me space. Yeah, good night, Sir Artie. Great to see you. Thank you very much and have a lovely week. We'll see you again. Remember, on Thursday we've got Jack Sperry coming on the show. That'll be a cracker of a show. I'm looking forward to that. And I'll put the advert out tomorrow, so that'll be good. Just looking forward to catching up in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. Hopefully there'll be no lockdown, so we can actually enjoy it and get there and watch it all. Save some rum for me, says Andrew. I'm sure he will. And there we go, out of the last corner on lap 4, and we managed to take the win at the end. Well, that's at least something. But yeah, so we'll have Jack Sperry on Thursday night at 9 o'clock, and I might see if I can fit in the odd gaming stream as well. See how we go. Yes, that's true. You're gonna have to commentate. Excellent. Well, look, thank you to everyone for watching. It's been a fantastic night. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. So take care and drive fast and try not to crash. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye just now.